All righty. Hello. Welcome to the Bainbridge Island Senior Community Center's Something to Talk About program. I am Mimi Hicklin, and I'm filling in for Reed, who usually runs these conversations. Promise to do my best, but they are big shoes to fill, and I know that. I do want to start by thanking Fieldstone Communities of Bainbridge Island. Fieldstone is our sponsor of Something to Talk About, and they offer assisted and independent living along with a vibrant memory care community on the tranquil Rolling Bay campus. They also include day stay and respite care programs. Call 206 594 1010 or email Ashley C. at fieldstonecommunities.com to learn more. I would also like to acknowledge that we meet on the ancestral homeland of the Suquamish people, the people of the clear salt water. The Suquamish have lived on the water of the Salish Sea since time immemorial. We honor them and are learning from their stewardship of these lands and waters. So today we are going to be talking with the Bainbridge Island Photo Club. And for the month of March, the Photo Club is exhibiting one image captured by each new member that joined the club in the past year. The images have been selected by their maker to illustrate the area of photography that they're interested in. There's a wide range of topics that different members choose to focus on. Wildlife, street photography, landscapes, abstract art, and people, just to name a few. So we will go through those photos and have a chance to hear from the photographers about their work. So this is the first piece called A Waterfall. And UA is not here, so I'm hoping that Rob can say a few words about this piece.
Sure. Actually, when I saw this piece, I had a hard time figuring out what it was, and I thought, well, maybe it's turned sideways or something. But in any case, it's a great image. I'm just going to read what she sent me in an email just to cover her topic, and I don't think it's very specific to the photograph. It's more about her feelings about photography. Okay, my mother passed
Hey Rob,
away.
it's he.
Didn't I say he? Did I say she?
You
Or
said
did I?
she.
Oh God, I apologize. Totally, that's the second time. I should know that by now, but maybe there's an age-related thing that's come into play there. Anyway, he said in his email to me, "My mother passed away, and I won't be able to make it to the call. Here's my comments on my image. Photo editing software has evolved rapidly in recent years, and what was impossible has become commonplace. That opens up huge possibilities that fundamentally change the misconception that photography is the faithful representation of reality." I know there are different, this is from me, but I know there are different people in the club that feel different ways about that issue. Photography has never been a mirror of reality, even in Ansel Adams' time. Now we can make surreal pictures like this, which, although not literally true, reignites a sense of wonder and awe with nature. Good luck with the meeting, UA. And that's all he passed on to me. So I don't know if anybody wants to comment specifically about it. I just thought it was really an interesting picture because it's so strange in terms of a waterfall. So
Rob,
anyway, yes.
this is Mark Wakeman. I was with UA when we put together our photos, and he showed me what he had done and the original picture, and it was amazing. He used the in Photoshop. He used the fold feature for special effects, and the original picture is nothing more than just a beach scene with the water running up, and then he picked some crease to fold the picture to give it that vertical look, and then obviously fiddled around with some of the background and things, but that's what he did.
Very, very interesting. I would have never guessed that. I assumed it was some odd waterfall, but neat. I wonder, so how did he must have layered it over a background of clouds, because the clouds obviously don't have that 45 or angle in there.
Yes,
So yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Huh. Pretty neat.
Wow.
Pretty neat. So
All I can say is wow.
yeah.
Be-
Yeah.
That was
besides
great.
besides being a really good photographer, UA is just incredibly talented with Photoshop.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, I'm sure we're going to see more great images that are manipulated from him. Yeah. All right. Should we go on?
Okay, yes, let's.
Okay.
This one is Dahlia Bee by Mark Wakeman. Mark, are you here to say a few words?
Yeah, that's me. It's me again.
It's you again.
So this was my first attempt at macro with the specific goal of getting some background features in other than I was trying to get a specific background with the soft colors and the petals and stuff. So and this one turned out to be my favorite in the sense that I was successful in, at least to me, in getting a nice soft colored background. What I like about this picture is the asymmetry of the petals around the bee, giving it somewhat of an abstract look. And so this was my first attempt at with a specific goal in mind, other than just zooming in on the bee and hoping to get that only. So anyway, I was quite happy with the outcome.
Yeah, I love the different layers of focus here.
It has a
Mark,
nice balance of
wonderful.
textures. Sorry, Chuck.
That's okay.
It-
I
it-
was just going to say, it's nice how that dark area takes your eye right back into the bee. When you kind of move off to look at other things, it brings you back to the main subject. Nicely done.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay, and this is PNW Moment by Kathy Haskin. Kathy, are you here?
See, I had heard from them that her husband wasn't going to be able to attend, but she said she was. So maybe she got tied up with what her husband was doing. So anyway.
Okay. Well, maybe if she joins, someone raise your hand and we can revisit. But I love this photo. I love how the birds are just right in line with the tree line. I think that's so neat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tony Lamb.
Oh, yeah. Hi, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, I like to photograph anything that is aesthetically pleasing to me, although I prefer to take photographs outdoor in natural light rather than indoor with artificial light. So this photo that you are seeing is of the Breitling jet team flying the Arrow L-39 Albatross. The photo was taken with the jet's head on after taking a turn. So I love taking pictures of aerobatic teams in action because of the professionalism of the pilots, the precision and gracefulness of the routines, and the power and beauty of the aircrafts.
Yeah, I love the contrast between the sharp wings and the soft clouds.
I'd like to say that whenever I look at this picture, I can feel the G-forces kind of pulling me.
Yeah,
I mean, it's got
Yeah,
a
you
real
gave-
sense of feel to it. The image has a real feel to it, to me.
Yeah, it really does, Tony. I think you got the timing just perfect as they're coming out of the turn.
Mhm.
Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you.
Is
Yeah,
the
Tony, I agree with Bob. The timing is perfect. How you were able to control the composition is just amazing. Did you have a connection with the planes? You told them, "Hey, turn now." No.
No, but because I have photographed a lot of aerobatic teams, so I study the routines and try to time the shot.
Did you bracket this shot?
No, I did not.
Is
For
the
those-
color of the tails something they're putting out, or is that like a sunset color or something?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
The color that's coming out the back of the clouds, is that caused by lower sun, or is that the color of what they're putting out of the plane?
Yes. The white color is from the smoke trail. I mean,
Uh-huh.
they are putting out smoke.
I have a question. Did you end up being able to submit this to the people that are in the planes there?
No, I wasn't able to contact them, of course.
I would think they would want that picture in a minute.
No, they have a lot more pictures, much prettier than this one.
This is a good one. This is excellent.
Thank
Yeah, my only comment was I really like the simplicity of the image. It's down to sort of just the basics of what's happening there, and
Mhm.
it's everything else is sort of neutral. It's a good picture, great image.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got Tranquility by John Haskin.
And John's not here.
Okay.
Neither he nor his wife could make it. They let me know that, and I don't know what to say about his image. He didn't really impart anything to me, so I guess we'll just comment on it as we.
Do we know what it is?
I thought it was a bell, but I'm not positive of that.
That was my first thought too, but I mean, the perspective is so interesting that you kind of second guess that.
Yeah, right.
My guess would be that this is up by the Halls Hill Labyrinth, which was featured, by the way, in the Seattle Times this weekend,
Uh-huh.
where there is a sculpture which you rotate it a certain number of times, it rings a bell. And it's considered something that's done for contemplation. It's supposed to have a Buddhist influence.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Right
bet
on.
that's what it is.
Paul, I had the same thought that it was down by the labyrinth. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think the texture is so cool in this photo.
The colors.
Yeah. And here's more colors. Donkey and
Yeah.
Handler by
Uh,
Catherine.
And
Is
that
Kath-
one, yep, I'm here. That one was me. The picture is we actually took a family cruise to the Caribbean, but this is probably 6 to 8 years ago before COVID. One of the ports of call was La Romana in the Dominican Republic. We went on an excursion it's a church that you see part of the brickwork, and that is Altos de Chavan, and I probably slaughtered the names. Sorry. And the church overlooks the harbor, and it sits on a picturesque hill. The handler and donkey were actually sitting in the church square, enjoying their siesta.
They lived
Um,
in years up here.
Oh, yeah.
And so I, of course, took a picture because it was just unique.
Dominican Republic.
She come to the.
Yeah, she's with them everywhere. She's a bit younger than he is.
Hadley, could you mute? You need to
Oh,
mute.
I'm
Hadley.
sorry.
Okay. Anyway, that was just the picture.
I think it's got great color, and I love just that spur, that moment in time that you got that shot. I think it's a great shot.
Thank you.
The handler just kind of exudes attitude.
I liked his hat. I thought that was what kind of drew me to take the picture to begin with. It was just a weird kind of hat to wear. On both of them, the dog and the guy.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, I didn't notice the donkey was wearing a hat.
Yeah, it's kind of neat the way you put them though face to face. That's really, for me, that's
Oh my
a great
God.
part of this picture.
Yeah, he moved around a bit. That was just one of the shots that the composition ended up the way it did.
And this is Gratuities Are Welcome, Tom Corchero.
Yeah, that's me. I got this particular image, like she just mentioned, on a cruise, on an excursion, that we stopped along the side of the road, and there was a family who were brick makers. And the father was the one who was actually digging up the soil and everything and working on that part of it. The mother had her job of actually making the bricks itself. And the daughter was basically in this position where she was holding up the sign for the gratuities. And I assume that that building directly behind is the firehouse, so to speak, for making the bricks. But she would not look up. She had her head down. And finally, toward the end, she finally lifted her head and looked up. And I just caught that moment at that time. I thought that kind of showed what was going on and the basic family structure. Everybody had their own job, but it's one of my favorite photos.
Where is this now?
This is right outside Mazatlan.
Oh,
it's Mexico.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Thank you.
I like the little tiny happy face after the thank you.
Yes.
Doesn't exactly match her expression, but there it is.
And there's
Yeah,
a little
her
thing-
expression is piercing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It makes you wonder what she was actually thinking when looking out, and that captured me.
So did you give her a gratuity?
I did give her a tip. I don't remember what it was, but it's still a few years ago. So yes, I did.
Good.
And this one is Sandstone Moon by Sharon Austenson. Sharon with us?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything to say about it? I wonder where this is. Does anybody know?
Looks like southern Utah.
Yeah, I was thinking Utah too. I love the moon.
I love the sun, how it hits off the mountains. I think
Or the
it's
sun.
sunset. I can't tell if it's sunrise or sunset.
Mhm.
That's funny.
Oh
I
wait, if
thought
there's a moon,
The moon.
if you can see the moon, maybe that dictates, maybe it's sunrise? I don't know.
Huh.
Sun-
Could be either.
sun
I bet.
is-
I like the tree on the right, the framing on the right with the tree on the right, and I like the moon too, like you said, Catherine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to think that it was afternoon on that shot.
Sorry
That's
about that.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's, hold on.
Mm.
We're acting, there we go.
With go ahead.
It's going ahead without me.
With the shadows on the mountain itself coming from that angle, it looks like it's probably afternoon with the lower sun. So that's my impression.
I think the sunlight on that mountain is fantastic.
Yeah.
I like the light on the mountain.
Okay.
Aw.
Lion cubs in the tree, Robin Glass.
And
Can you hear
Rob-
me?
Robin
Yes,
is,
I can
are
hear you.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, slipped into it. I'm up in Friday Harbor. Slipped into the library so I could watch this session. I took this picture in the Serengeti in 2018, and to show this image for the club, I had a big decision. Did I want the close-up expression of the lion cubs, or did I want the full picture of the tree? Because they're way up high in the tree. We had been out bus riding all day. It was terrible weather. The tour got back to the lodge and nobody wanted to go back out for the last evening ride. So, oops, I think I've lost it.
Oh no.
Oh, I want the rest of that story.
I do too. Oh, bummer.
Maybe
hope
she'll
she gets-
dial back in.
Yeah.
Come back, Robin, come back.
Since I'm sharing my screen, I can't see all the participants, so someone holler if she does come back on, okay?
Mimi,
Thank you.
can you show the title of this one, please?
Yes, this one is called Lion Cubs in Tree.
Thank you.
And they are so sweet looking.
Mimi, Robin shows up now. Maybe. Oh wait. She might
Okay,
be-
I just got back on you. I'm sorry I got cut off. They were waiting for their mom to come back. It was getting very, very late. Only 6 of us went back out on the bus that night. And I was hanging out the bus window with my lens, my 400 millimeter, as just trying to hold an image. And so I was really pleased that I could get the expression of these lion cubs to share with everybody. So
I think you captured it real well, Robin,
yeah,
especially the eyes and face and the eyes on each one of the 2 cubs. I think it's really outstanding.
I really wanted the guide to hang out a little bit longer till Mama came back, but it was getting late and the weather had been so bad. They said, no way, we're going back to the lodge. So it was worth my bus ride.
So your choice of perspective and the amount to put in there, I think is just about perfect. Yesterday, I saw a National Geographic presentation over at the Mark Taper with a professional photographer whose specialty is cats. He'd have been happy to have this in his collection.
Well, thank you. Oh, I love it. It's one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken. So thank you.
It's beautiful, Robin.
Nice.
Look at the size of those paws, though. Those
Yeah.
are
Right.
big kitties cats.
They were hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, they were. Lovely picture.
Mhm.
Twilight Passage. Is Frederick here to speak to this?
Yes, I am.
Please do.
Very well, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. This photograph is of the Lemaire Channel. Late afternoon in November of 2023. Lemaire Channel is near the Antarctic Peninsula. I was specifically interested in the interplay between the quickly setting sunlight and the rugged ridge lines that frame the channel all over the still water. The water was very, very calm except for some very gentle breeze. And I place myself in a canoe and I think about what it would be like to be one of the first people to see that channel and have to navigate that. I think I'd be chasing that sunlight as much as I could. It was about 24 degrees F.
Can I ask if that's the actual light or has it been photoshopped a little?
Well, I can say honestly, it's the actual light because I don't have any Photoshop ability. I don't have any.
Okay.
I joined
That's
the photo club to
beautiful.
learn a little bit about that, but I haven't endeavored yet.
Okay. No, it's a beautiful shot. So I was just curious if it was an original, untouched.
Thank you. Yes.
I think one thing for me is that you were able to do this while in a canoe, and with that movement and that, I think you've done an outstanding job.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's both brilliant and dark, literally, and a great photo.
Wow. Wow.
May I ask you, did you put any protective covering for your camera gear while you're on the canoe?
No, the canoe, it's actually an inflatable. So it's very, very, very stable. And it's a Canon 5D Mark III.
Oh.
6 a.m. Capitola Village Esplanade. Did I say that right?
Capitola.
Capitola.
Yes,
By Rick Smith. You're here.
yes, I am. Actually, I used to live in Capitola. If you don't know where Capitola is, it's just south of Santa Cruz. Just a little ways. I lived there in the 70s and 80s. And last November, my son and I did a retreat, father-son retreat, just to kind of go back and kick around. I had recently purchased a brand new Sony A7CR, which is like a 61 megapixel camera. So you can go way in on this photograph. It doesn't lose a bit of detail. But anyway, I was testing it out and stuff like that. And my son wakes me up early one morning, says, "Come on, Dad, let's climb up the trestle." And I said, "Okay." And so I did, and this is what I got. It's not a drone shot. If you're not familiar with Capitola, there's a train trestle that goes across. And so we crawled up there. I shot a whole bunch of shots. I got sunrise shots, all kinds of, but I kind of like this one because I don't know, we used to hang out a lot around the Esplanade, which is right where the palm trees are in kind of the center of the picture. And I don't know, it just was a lot of fun to crawl up there and get this picture. It was handheld too, by the way.
I bet it brought back quite a few memories for you.
Quite a few, yes, indeed. I try to get down there every 4 or 5 years. We still have lots of friends down there and stuff like that.
I have a dumb question. Is Santa Cruz in California or Mexico?
California.
Thank you. Okay.
It's it's the north side of the Monterey Bay.
Oh, okay. That, at least the area I know. Okay.
Yeah. It's
So
a beautiful area.
I'm impressed with the gull lining up right at the horizon there.
Total accident.
You didn't ask him to fly at that exact
No, I
moment,
didn't.
for you?
In fact, I didn't. You get back and you look at your pictures and you go, "Oh, I didn't know I got that."
It's a beautiful sunrise picture, Rick. And if I were you, I would take my son's advice all the time.
That's a hard one to swallow.
Well, maybe not all the time.
Yeah, well, some of the time, yeah.
So you're saying the seagull photobombed you?
Yeah, in a good way. In a good way. But the neat thing about it is, like I said, with the new cameras, that you can, with a 64 1 megapixel camera, this is shot with a 50 millimeter lens, by the way, handheld. And I'll be processing and I keep going in and in and in and in. When's it going to lose detail? And it doesn't. It's amazing.
Wow.
Okay, this is our last photo, Spring Salmonberry by Carol Evinger.
That's me. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is just a soft, simple photo along the trail at the Port Ludlow Falls, taken last year and early last year. And the clouds were making it very soft. The light was very soft and it just caught me off guard. So I decided to get down under it so you could see more of the bottoms of the leaves than the flower. Just a simple photo.
I really like the backlighting on the leaves, Carol.
That was Mother Nature.
I like the harshness of the flower. That, not that it's harsh, but like the strength of the flower against the soft background. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's what caught my eye.
Yeah, you did it well. You depicted it well.
Thank you.
I like the little the darkness on that one, the edge of that one leaf, the texture there.
Yeah, that one was actually in shadow of the leaves above it. I didn't change this one at all. I let it run. I didn't run it through Photoshop, just a little bit, but nothing exotic.
I think when you mentioned that it's all Mother Nature provided the light, but you had to set up the composition for it. And I think you did an outstanding job.
Thank you very much.
I agree. Beautiful composition. And the stem brings your eye right back to the flower.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see here. Are we back? We're back. Well, thank you all for sharing your images. That was so neat to see. And for those of you who are watching this after the fact, the images are, as I said, displayed at the Senior Center through the month of March, and they're also online on our website, biseniorcenter.com, and then hit the galleries tab and then art, and you can view them digitally. Any last words from the photo club?
Well, I would like to thank everybody that's participated. They new members going out on a limb and putting something out in the public is a great thing. And I would like to encourage all of you to take on doing a whole show of yourself in the lobby, and it'd be a good introduction to doing a show. And there are months available, and all you have to do is let me know. And great set of images, and really, I've gotten very positive responses from people at the Senior Center. Even when I was there putting the show up, people would come up and say, "Wow!" So anyway, nice set of images, and thank you guys all for participating in it.